Hi guys, Michelle here. Welcome back to the Traveling Epicurean. Today we're making sheet pan pizza, just like the ones I used to have when I was going to school in Italy. You're gonna love these and they're so simple to make. Come on over here and I'll show you what we're gonna need to get these going. So this is what we're gonna need to make our pan pizzas today. We have a can of whole peel tomatoes that I pureed, it's raw. We have a pound of shredded mozzarella. I have some pizza dough. I actually made 2 batches of this. And then we're going to do different themes. We're doing a Greek theme with feta, olives, sweet onion, basil, and sliced cherry tomatoes. I have a Hawaiian theme with ham, pineapple, and green onion. We have a CLAMS Casino with a can of Snow's chopped clams, red and orange peppers, onion and garlic, and then lots of bacon because one half is just gonna have bacon and then the other half is going with the CLAMS Casino. Absolutely delicious. All right, so let's get rolling out our dough. So this is the fun part, getting into the dough. I'm just gonna put down a little bit of flour. We made these pizzas yesterday. Why don't we take a look at how I made those? So this is what we're gonna need to make our pizza dough. 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1.5 cups of warm water. It's between 105 and 110 degrees. I have a packet of active dry yeast. It's about 2 1/4 teaspoons. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, and I have a tablespoon of salt. Okay, I'm gonna get the yeast in our mixing bowl right here. Pour it into the bottom, and I'm going to pour in our water. And a little trick that I do is I heat up this mixing bowl with some warm water because the stainless steel gets pretty cold sometimes, and then this way it helps to hold the warmth of the water. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sugar because yeast feeds off of the sugar, so that really helps to get it activated. So we're just gonna let that start activating for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and start adding in the flour. I'm gonna add in the 3 tablespoons of olive oil here. Really, really nice. I love the smell of fermenting yeast. It reminds me that I'm baking. So I'm gonna start adding in the flour. I'm gonna start turning it on and just let it mix. But look how pretty that dough is. And look, it's got some bounce back. So the glutens are building in there. I'm going to take this off. And I'm just going to knead it just for a couple of minutes. All right. So I got this in the oiled bowl. And I can even just roll it around a little bit so the top gets slightly coated. It looks really pretty. So what I love about this dough is it's so similar to my dinner rolls, my icebox dinner rolls. The same idea, we build on flavor, sitting in the refrigerator. We don't have to do a thing, and time just builds all those lovely flavors in there. We're just gonna knead it, a pinch, and then I'm gonna start to roll it out. We're gonna get it on our sheet pan. So I'm gonna start to roll it out with my rolling pin. It's going to be a little bit resistant, but that's just how the dough is. Play with it a little bit. Turn it around in your hands. Pretend like you're a pizza maker. Put your hands folded like this so your knuckles are going to press up against it, and then just turn it around. And then roll it out again. Have fun with it. I really love this. This is so much fun. Now look, you just got to keep stretching the dough. It's been building a lot of texture in that refrigerator overnight, so it's not going to rip on you. Look, I can even hold it from the sides. So here we go. I have 1/3 cup of olive oil. Now I'm just going to spread it around evenly. Just like that. And then I'm going to take our lovely pizza dough and just lay it on top of our pan. It's going to be a little bit slippery. It's okay if the olive oil comes over the top. And then just start to play with it a little bit. Spread it out. Just like this. It's still gonna come back at you, but that's okay because we're gonna cover it with saran wrap and we're gonna let it relax again for another half an hour. So I'm gonna get a piece of saran wrap on this and I'm gonna go lay it down near my fireplace because it's nice and warm over there and let the dough relax. Wow, that looks really beautiful. So I'm gonna start putting on our sauce here. Really nice. Just gonna spread it around. I love the sauce that I use on all my pizzas. Let's take a look at how I quickly did that. So we're using a can of whole peeled tomato. So I'm gonna start putting these into my food processor. Then I'm gonna add my garlic clove that I put through the garlic press. So it's nice and fine. I have a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of Italian seasonings, and a 1/4 teaspoon of finely ground pepper. And I'm just gonna pour that on top like that. And then we're gonna start to puree this. Oh, I love the texture. It's nice and thick. So this is our Hawaiian pizza. This pizza is pretty darn tasty. This side is going to be my Greek pizza side. So I have little slices of cherry tomatoes, my chiffonade basil, which I'm gonna put all on there too. Just like that. Really delicious. This will be my vegetarian side. And I have this wonderful sheep's milk feta. It's from France. I really love it. And it's creamy, almost sweet. All right, so here is our Clams Casino Pizza. You know, one other thing for the crust, I like to run my finger around the edges and just push in a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a crust. All right, so let's start building our Clams Casino. Something important to remember is I keep my toppings in the refrigerator to the last possible second. This way, it keeps the topping from not burning and letting the underside get a little bit crispy for you. All right, so we're gonna put down our mozzarella. I'm gonna put down first is our clams, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them everywhere. I drained the clams, but I didn't throw out all of the juice. I'm going to mix up our peppers and our garlic, and then I'm just gonna start to sprinkle those on top of the clams. And now the last thing is to put on the bacon on our Clams Casino. So we have the Clams Casino Pizza on this half, the plain bacon on this side, and I'm just gonna give a little drizzle of some olive oil. And we're gonna get this into the oven. We'll start with my kids' pizzas first. The aromas that are gonna fill this kitchen are gonna be amazing. I can't wait to show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. So here's our delicious pan pizza. It looks really yummy. Our Clams Casino Pizza. This side is the Clams Casino, and this side is the plain bacon. Can you hear it sizzling? Here's an up close of the CLAMS Casino Pizza. I don't know if it really does it justice, but this is heavenly, absolutely delicious. You've got the crispy crust, like I told you, to push up against the sides, crispy and chewy, and all those clams and garlic and bacon and peppers. Really, really gonna make you happy. I'm sure of it. I love all the different toppings on these pizzas. How fun is that for a party? You're gonna love this. You can find the recipe at thetravelingepicurean.com. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Ciao.